There we go. Good evening, world, and welcome to the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. Good evening to you all once again. It is a pleasure to have you all, and for our future viewers that come on with us shortly. It's a pleasure to have you all rock with us. Welcome back to yet another fun-filled episode here with us on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. As we embark upon what will be another great episode this evening, we thank you all for chopping it up with us, and we thank you in advance for a time that will be had. And so, yes, world, we are back like a shark attack, back like we left something, back like we ain't got no clothes in our back. And for the world is a better place in the moment with the early morning, or let's say late night. But we are the early morning sports talk podcast whenever that podcast is taking place. And so, thank you for tuning in with us this evening as we converse about the latest sports topics that have taken place in this past weekend and will be upcoming this week. It is always a blast to have you all tune in to participate with us every time we go live. As a reminder that every week we always like to begin our podcast by reminding our audience that the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast can be found on Facebook via the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast Facebook page. You can also find us on Facebook via the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast community page. You can additionally find us on Instagram at EMSTP underscore. Again, on IG at EMSTP underscore. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify as the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, as well as our own Facebook pages via Brandon Price, Jamar Goodman, and Jones, as well as our guests for that weekend or that evening. Today is November 17th, 2025. We have seen yet again another fascinating weekend in the sports world where yesterday our Chicago Bears took care of the Minnesota Vikings 19-17 in another fourth quarter thriller. The Bears pretty much almost blew the game again, reminded me of Cincinnati in, but they came through in the final seconds. And we got to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some other things with the NFL because now the rules and the way that the rules have changed. I think we're in just for more fun finishes in general, bro.
No.
Additionally, our Chicago Bears, or Chicago Bulls, excuse me, they have been brought back down to earth. Just last Saturday, we were raving like, yeah, the Bulls, yeah, yeah, yeah. And you said it, man. You said, I got to see what they do, and let's see if this is sustainable. And so now the Bulls are 6-6, and they are going to Denver tonight. On the other hand, On the other hand, we saw the New England Patriots on Thursday take care of the New York Jets. We saw the Denver Broncos take down the Kansas City Chiefs and now solidify themselves, bro, as the front runners for the AFC West. So it looks like Kansas City will not be winning the AFC West. And it also looks like Buffalo might be in trouble in that AFC East, being the New England's at 9-2. And so there is definitely a shift. And even our Bears is first place in the NFC North. And so who would have thought that, bro? And
Yeah.
so introducing my partner here, my brother, on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, my brother from another mother, Mr. Ian Jones, aka Rod Tidwell, aka People Hernandez. Mr. Ian Jones, my bro, what it do?
Man. Happy to be here once again. Another Monday. We doing this thing, man. How you feeling tonight?
I'm great, bro. I'm great, bro. And so, yes. And so, my boy, let's get into it, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, for
Our
sure.
Bears, they took care of business yesterday. And I'm pretty sure you had a chance to watch the game, see highlights, watch everything, dissect everything. Um, what you got from the game, man? How are we here now at 7-3? What happened?
Uh, I told somebody like a couple weeks ago. They finally. I don't know if I said it on here. Maybe I did. I know I said it a couple weeks ago, but they finally finishing games. I know everybody's. There's been talks about them being in these close games, not playing particularly well, but they went in kind of in a lucky fashion per se. But
Mm-hmm.
these are games in the last these are games in the last 5 to 6, 7 years that the Bears would typically lose. These close games, and
Mm-hmm.
they finally
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they're finally finishing them. So, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
before, not saying that this is going to be a Super Bowl year or but this is a start of a new change and a new culture, and a shift is happening right in front of our eyes.
It's here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's happening right in front of our eyes.
yeah.
Yes.
So I think, yeah, you don't want them to win every game, by 2, 3 points, a touchdown here or there. But hey, a win is a win, and these are the games that the Bears couldn't win in these last 10 years. Those close games, and we lost a playoff game. The doink, against the Eagles. We lost that one year with Justin Fields. We lost so many close games, like in a row. Last year they lost close games, with Caleb, so now they're winning those close games. So I mean, I guess can't really complain. They're getting the job done.
Mhm.
It might not be, the most pretty win, but hey, a win is a win, and it's hard to win in the NFL. It's hard to win in the professional league. And I think
Right.
as time goes on, I think the offense will play a little better, defense will, you know, play a little better. But defense been playing pretty good. I think they're leading the league in turnovers. I know they're leading the league in interceptions for sure. Kevin Byard is the
Right.
number one interception leader, and Nashawn Wright, he's been balling out of control. It seems like he get an interception every game. Him and Byard. So um,
Hmm.
you gotta take the. I
Or
mean,
at least they have an opportunity every game.
yeah, for sure. You got
Now
to.
that's facts.
Yeah,
Because remember, they dropped picks. Kevin Byard dropped a pick against Baltimore.
Baltimore. Yep,
Would have changed the game, in my opinion, bro. He had an easy pick six.
yep.
And then remember last weekend against the Giants, Deshaun Wright dropped the pick
Dropped the
right
pick
in the
in his
end zone.
zone. Yep, yeah,
And
yeah.
he got the same pick this
Sweet.
weekend. He said, not this
Yep,
time.
not this time. Yep.
Because it was in the same spot as it was last weekend, bro. I
Exactly.
kid you
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Same exact
Same
spot.
exact spot. So the win is a win, man. They're in first place, man. When the last time can we say the Bears been in first place in the NFC North? So I mean, kudos to Ben Johnson
Right.
for you know attempting to change this culture, and Ryan Poles, he's looking like a genius right now. So you got to see,
Mhm.
they got to finish the season strong, and we'll see what happens from here. But as far as now, man, you gotta give it to them, man. They finishing games, no matter how ugly it look. They finishing games, those games that they couldn't finish in the past. They finishing them.
Right. Exactly, bro. Let's start here. So one thing that I love about the Bears, and I'm not saying that they're a great team, but they are a lot better. They got a lot more heart. But you know where it starts with for me, bro?
Hmm.
Of course, it starts with the head coach, but it's something about Caleb that's different. He is being the guy that we thought he could be. You know,
Yeah,
he's truly a leader on that team. If you watch the Bears are marching with Caleb Williams.
yeah, for sure.
They believe we can go to war with Caleb. They believe that Caleb can lead us to the promised land. They believe that for sure. And
Winning
you can
cures
see
all.
it with the team.
Winning cures
Yeah.
all.
And with Caleb, he has an aura that is saying, hey, we got to get better. Like even last night or yesterday, when they won the game and they got that game winning field goal, you could see Caleb wasn't happy. He was like, yes, we won,
Won,
but
but I didn't play well. Yep.
right, right. Most guys would be like, hey, we won. It's not easy to win in the NFL. We gonna take it, and that's it. But Caleb, like, yes, of course. But here now, I gotta play better because the truth is we should have stumped the Vikings.
Yeah.
We should have, we kicked a lot of field goals that game,
Hmm.
and we didn't finish drives.
Yep.
We missed a field goal that would have put it up 19-10,
And yep. Wouldn't even had it
and
been
we
close.
talking it wouldn't even been to that point. You
Hmm.
see, and so thank goodness now we have a new NFL, and expect this to be the case because we always point out stuff here on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. With the new rules and how the rules have changed, with these new, especially these new kickoff rules, The guy's gotta wait till he touched the ball now.
Yeah.
And so he already got like a football blowing out of the football machine. He
Mm.
got a momentum, as we say in physics, whatever you want to
Great,
say.
great
He got
return
that
by Devin Duvernay. That
exactly.
led them to the field goal for sure.
Right. And so now with that happening and the kick returners having that momentum, they can shoot out like a cannon. And games now it's like the NBA. You watch the NBA because you know the second half is finna be lit. Fourth quarter, they gonna hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the NFL, bro, guess what? It's finna be the same shit.
Yep.
In the fourth quarter now, teams finna be like, all right, it's time to ball now.
Yep.
And with these rules and these different things, these games, man, yesterday, bro, it was about 6 exciting finishes. I mean, every weekend it's always an exciting finish,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like now the finishes are wrapping up now.
Yeah.
And with the Bears, I mean, it's every week. it's every week with the Bears. And so the Bears, like you mentioned, they are learning how to win games that they definitely would lose in the past. They have a leader that they believe in. They have a head coach that they believe in. Winning cures all. When you winning, you want to continue to win.
Yep.
And when you realize, hey, we got to win some games in order to get to this point, you are incentivized to play hard. Incentivize and incentive motivates people. And the Bears saying, hey, we 6-3. We lost to these bums week 1. JJ McCarthy came out looking like a hero, and no disrespect to JJ McCarthy. I think he's clutch now. He's proved that.
Mm-hmm.
But passing for 77 yards and 3/4 ain't a fluke to me, Ian. It's
Yeah.
just not.
They had a lot of drop passes
You
though.
know?
Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, those guys had a lot of drop passes too. That's why
Look,
The
stop
Bears.
taking up for JJ
No, no, no,
McCarthy,
no,
bro.
no.
Stop taking up for him.
No, there's more so on the Bears. They should have really dominated the game. They had a lot of drop passes, and
Okay.
they was really out of sync. So the Bears should have really
Yeah.
never
Right.
got the win.
Yeah. If they caught a number of their passes, we talking literally in the fourth quarter, it should be 24-27 to whatever they had.
Hmm.
It should have been something like that. If the
The
Bears,
game should have been out of reach.
you
Couldn't have
know,
been close.
right. Because it was the same story week 1.
Yep.
And that's the loss I keep bringing up, and I hope I don't have to bring it up at the end of the season. But guess what? Guess what, brother? I'm gonna likely have to bring that loss up at the end of the season because we talking about Detroit and Green Bay still behind us.
Mm.
And Detroit though, don't get me wrong, they're great. Jahmyr Gibbs is great. Amir St. Brown is great, but bro, Jared Goff ain't looking the same.
Yeah, they had a they
He looked the same. He killer at home, but on the road, he not. You
yeah
know.
yeah they played a. I heard it was a defensive game. It was a pretty defensive game last night. They played a
Mm-hmm.
very good Philadelphia Eagles defense.
Right. But they
They're
they
gonna be
they
right there.
not winning against good teams though. You
Yeah, they're
see?
not finishing games against the good teams. They're gonna be there in the in the race. So that's why the Bears they gotta finish up the division strong at the end of the season. They already done.
Facts, facts, facts.
They already. It'll be what they lost to Detroit already. So
Right.
they gotta beat Detroit.
Lost to Minnesota already.
Yeah, but they
So
tied with
they
Philadelphia.
1-2 in the division right now.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. 1-2, and they got to play the guys up north, 192 miles.
yep.
They got to play them 2 times.
Yeah, play them twice and play Detroit again. Play Detroit at
But
home.
we at home that next
Yeah,
one,
they're at home. Yep.
and I
I'll
hope it's close to the motherfucker.
I'll be rooting for Detroit, but it should be a good game.
Oh, and come on, bro,
I'll be rooting for Detroit, but it should be a
man.
it should be a good game.
Oh
Shout out to Ben.
man, you
Shout,
spoiling the night.
shout,
You spoiling the
shout
night.
out to Ben Johnson though, man. I like what they doing, man. Shout out to Ben Johnson. And
Absolutely, man.
like I told you guys when we get
You
out
guys look like y'all miss. You guys look like y'all miss Bang Johnson up there.
not really.
Yeah, you missing Glenn Johnson and Terry Glenn. Ben Johnson and Terry Glenn, like you missing both of them.
Nah, not really.
Detroit 6-4. I don't know, man. Y'all don't
Ah,
look the same, and y'all look average. Y'all look explosive at some moments, and
yeah,
when you play up against stiff competition, it's not there. And
yeah.
so I don't know, man. I mean, I guess that's what makes Detroit dangerous is because
O line got to
they
step it
not
up a
playing their
little bit.
best football.
Yeah, O line
Oh
got.
yeah, they definitely.
Yeah,
Cause he don't look like he got. That's why I say Jared Goff don't look like he don't look the same.
yeah. That Eagles
He don't
def-
look the
that
same.
Eagles defense is pretty tough, man. That's tough team. That's
I
tough
agree.
defense to go against.
Right, I agree. I agree. I know y'all gonna feel bad because y'all lost to the Vikings too. The, the
Yeah.
the Lions lost to the Vikings too, and
Hmm.
that loss gonna hurt.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt them in the division too, just like it's gonna hurt us in the division for losing to the damn Vikings week 1. But I'm glad that we got revenge, bro. I'm very glad the Bears got revenge
It's a great
and took
division.
care of what they needed to take care of.
It's a great division. I mean, to be honest, all the teams in the division now are competitive. If you think about it, the
Hmm.
Bears in first
Absolutely.
place. I mean, the Lions been they was the champs of what last year or the last 2 years or whatever may have
Hmm.
you. Then Minnesota
Hmm.
was just good a couple years ago with Sam Darnold, and they still competitive. So I mean,
Well, that was last year.
that was
Minnesota
last
was
right,
good.
right. That was last year. So
14-3.
right,
Remember, Detroit and Minnesota played for the NFC North Championship last year.
right. See what I'm saying? So that
One
mean,
team won 15 games, one won 14 games.
yeah. So I mean, they got probably one of arguably probably the best division in football right now. You
No,
could
I
argue.
agree.
You could
For me,
argue.
it's the best division in football. And the most competitive division is the NFC West. Every game come down to the wire in that division.
Yeah.
But it don't matter who it is. Arizona versus Blue, LA versus Blue. That division is just very competitive. But the best division, yeah, man, overall, I would say it's the NFC North. Green Bay, they escaped yesterday.
Yeah.
Man, that was a great game. And shout out to James. He played a nice game yesterday, man. But um, the wide receivers for New York got to help him out. When I say the wide receiver, bro, drop that ball in the end zone. If he caught that ball and Green Bay lose that game, we talking about the Bears literally being in a good spot.
Yeah. 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 Definitely. Because I
Yeah,
mean, yeah. Because they beat Minnesota yesterday. Detroit lost last night. Yeah. They was so
but
Green Bay losing would definitely would have put them. I mean, they still in a good spot there in first place, but them behind another game would be definitely perfect for them.
right. But let me ask you this, and I don't know if you really, but as a Bears fan, I'm being honest. I think Detroit and Green Bay is beatable for me. I'm not really sitting here, and I know we lost Detroit in Detroit, but we had a different confidence level. We weren't really, what do you say?
It
We
was the
weren't
beginning.
really believing in ourselves.
It was the
No, Detroit
beginning.
beat it was a good game at the beginning, yeah, but they whooped our ass the second half.
Oh yeah, I know. We put up 50 points. Yeah, yeah. We blew y'all out. No, but what I'm
Right, that second half.
what I'm saying is it was the beginning of the season. So it's the beginning of the season, different
Right,
mindset.
exactly.
Um,
You were
still
still,
trying to
you
figure, trying to
still had
fit.
a losing culture.
Yeah, still trying to figure out. What they probably still trying to buy into Ben Johnson culture and everything. So it's definitely gonna be a different game. I don't. It's definitely not gonna be a blowout. The next game, it's definitely gonna be a different
Oh,
game.
absolutely. It can be. Not in Chicago, it ain't.
Yeah.
Hell no, not when it's gonna be snowing outside. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be It's gonna be different, man. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a whole different game. And they went into now. Uh, the Bears gonna have a confidence. I think at that time they were just reeling, bro. They had just lost to Minnesota. They like, we blew Minnesota. Now we got to go to Detroit. We in Detroit,
Hmm.
Detroit, like, yeah, we finna whoop that ass. And that's exactly what they did,
Yep.
But now the tides have turned. Bears are winning.
Yep.
Detroit's reeling. That defensive line, or that defensive line is great for Detroit, but that offensive line,
Inconsistent. Yep. They've been inconsistent
right.
as of lately.
Right. And so I hope when we play you guys in that it's snowy outside, it's dirty, it's rainy, it's choppy,
I
it's messy,
I hope not,
and the
cause
Bears play Bears football at Soldier Field, freezing cold, and beat the brakes off Detroit.
I hope not personally outside of football. I don't want. I'm not ready to see the snow permanently yet. That's the only
And
reason I
so,
don't want to see it yet.
but from a football perspective,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hope it's
you wanna,
dirty.
yeah, you wanna see that. That's football weather, man. I don't. To me, honestly,
You
I
know.
don't think I've ever, me personally, I don't think I've ever played in a game where it snowed. That would be fun. I don't think I've ever played when it snowed.
Wait, let's see. Wait, and no, we did. It did it not snow during the Pro Bowl my senior year?
Nah, it was just cold as shit.
Okay,
Yeah, it's on.
it snowed before. It
Yeah,
snowed before
yeah, you could catch it on. It's actually on YouTube.
that
The
game.
whole game. Yep. Y'all seen yeah.
Wow, I gotta
Yeah.
check that out. I gotta check that out, bro.
The
I gotta
whole
check
game.
that out. I really gotta check that out.
I
And
found it
so,
one day, like maybe like 2 3 years ago. Up late at night on YouTube. And I was like, "Are you serious? This
mhm.
the whole game?" And I stayed up till like 4 or 5 in the morning to watch the game. It was like, I looked at the game so differently being grown. I'm like, "What the fuck was we doing?"
Wow,
Yeah,
telling you, right?
yeah,
Crazy. But shout out, man, to Saint Rita who we played,
yeah,
obviously in the Prep Bowl that year. Do you know who's the head coach of the New York Giants?
yeah. So we actually,
Mike Kafka.
right, we played the younger brother Jason, but his older brother Mike, he's the interim head coach now. Went to Northwestern. Yeah.
Crazy, right?
Yeah,
Crazy.
small world, bro. I guess we get
It's
into
a
that age,
small ass
bro.
world. And do not rule out Frisman Jackson from Morgan Park being an offensive coordinator in the NFL
Yeah,
one
man,
day.
he been coaching for a while, bro. He been coaching for a
He's been
while.
coaching for a while.
Been a
He's
receiver
been
coach
everywhere. I felt
everywhere.
like in the
Yeah,
NFL as a receiver coach. I don't know why they doing it. Maybe it's because he a brother,
yeah.
but
Listen, you know how that go.
right.
That's in
You
every
know how that
industry.
go, right?
Yep.
Right. And so he's right now the wide receivers coach for that kid, Jackson Smith, Jackson Najigma Smith from the Ohio
Oh,
State
he's
University.
the receivers coach in Seattle.
Yes, sir, bro.
Mm.
Yeah. And so it's about time Frisman go ahead and get him before 2030. Before 2030, we putting this out on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast that Frisman will get an opportunity to be an offensive coordinator, either at the NFL level or the college level,
I
but
think
he will be an offensive coordinator soon.
I think it'll happen.
Yeah.
I think it'll
It's
happen.
bound to happen if he stay in the league eventually. He just got to get in the right situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. He just got to get in the right situation. And so, speaking of Morgan Park football, bro, city championship. I mean, it's a place we expect to be at Morgan Park. No disrespect to other schools, but we at least expect to. We always shoot for the stars, but I mean, damn it, we always generally end up landing on the moon, which is the city championship.
Yep.
If we don't make the city championship at Morgan Park, that's a disappointment for us. No disrespect to them other schools, but if we don't
Definitely.
make the city championship, at least that's a failed season.
Yeah. And
And
you know what?
so,
And most of the time we don't get a chance to go back to the city because we, go so far. We go so far in the state.
in the state,
Yeah, you go to that.
right,
You go to the quarterfinals. Ain't no coming back.
right.
So yeah. So they lost early this year. So yeah, they had a good game. They had a overtime game the other day with Whitney Young. I seen.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
game.
city championship man against Kenwood. They lost to
Right,
Kenwood. I lost to Kenwood this year.
revenge,
Yep, revenge
revenge,
game. Yep,
revenge.
to get back.
This
Big
the get back right here.
the big payback as James Brown would say.
Mm-hmm. And
Revenge.
correct me if I'm wrong, but Morgan Park was up that game. They kind of blew that game, right?
Yeah, they was I believe they was up and they stopped their streak of like was it 3 to 4 years from losing to a city team? Yeah.
Right. And so if I'm a football savant, I don't know, man. I look at Morgan Park as the favorite based off of their history,
Yeah, I mean, based
based
off
off of the
history,
fact that
but
they controlled the game.
Kenwood has a pretty
You could
good
argue.
quarterback. Yeah, Kenwood has a pretty good quarterback.
I
Um,
heard about them.
is a pretty good quarterback and a pretty good receiver. So it's definitely gonna be a good game again. But it's this Morgan Park chance to the big payback. And is it
Hmm.
what better way to do it than the city championship? And I believe
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
if I'm not mistaken, I believe Kenwood is the reigning city champs. I believe. I think they're the reigning city champs.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay. 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 2024. I Chicago City Champ. Yep. 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 And so it looks like City Young. Yeah. Whitney Young. Yeah.
Oh no, Whitney
They
Young.
beat.
No, Whitney Young is the city champion. Right. Whitney Young
Right.
did well last
They
year.
won in 2024, and they
Kenwood
beat.
won in 2023, I believe.
Right. Whitney Young won 2023. Yeah. And Whitney and Kenwood went back to the city championship last year.
Mm.
They was in the city championship last year. You see? So they won 2023, went back last year, but
Yeah,
lost
lost
to
to
Whitney Young.
Young. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, 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 right. And so now, yeah, I see who running the city now. It's
Those.
between Young, Kenwood,
Yeah.
us, and Simeon, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And so, yeah, it's a familiar foe with us though, and so we gotta take care of business. And so, yeah, bro. On the other hand, uh, just quick NFL reaction, overreaction,
Yeah, for sure.
and give me your thoughts, bro. Is it an overreaction to think, right, that after watching the Kansas City Chiefs lose yesterday to Denver, right? Now it was a good game. It was a great game, but is it an overreaction to think that Patrick Mahomes has lost a step?
No,
Or is that buffoonery?
no, definitely overreaction to say that he lost a step. I just think, every championship dynasty, they kind of hit that, they kind of hit that wall at one certain point. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think the league has caught on and got to know what he likes to do, um, and what him and Andy Reid is best at. And I think the NFL just caught on right now. I think they truly need a number one receiver. I feel like they're trying to make Rasheed Rice the number one. Travis Kelce is a little older. It's no more Tyreek Hill. I think all of those things, it's a team game. It's not, this ain't one-on-one basketball or golf. It's a team sport. So I think, all that has to take into account. The O line has been changed multiple times, different running backs. Um, the defense, different parts here and there have came and went. But yeah, I just think I don't think he's lost it. I just think they just going through that trial and error right now where the NFL is kind of caught on, and I think they need a couple new pieces, couple younger pieces, some solidified ballers at those key spots that they need where they need them at, and I think they'll be back. I think they'll be back on top, man. I don't think Patty has changed. He's the same old
Okay.
same. I think, it's almost like when we seen the Warriors, beat the Cavaliers those couple years, and then they kind of hit a wall, and then they won again against the Celtics. I think it's pretty much that same thing.
It was the same with the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots
Yep.
hit a wall, remember,
hmm
with Tom Brady.
Yep. Then they went
It
back.
was for a number of years. They were in the playoffs,
and
but
lo-
they weren't doing anything.
Yep. Then they lost to they lost to the Giants with Randy Moss and that in the undefeated season.
Right.
Then they hit that
Lost to
wall.
the Giants twice.
Yep. And then you're right. They lost twice. They got Rob Gronkowski, got those tight ends. They went back to Super Bowl, lost. Then they finally got over the hump and they started winning again. So I think every dynasty, every great player goes through that. Whether it's injury, retirement, or just losing in the playoffs. It happens. It happens. And I
Right.
think that's the stage that they in right now. They'll be back though. They ain't going nowhere.
Right.
You can't never count them out.
Right. Curious, bro. Our brother, from Offbeat Studio, his Dolphins now are 4-7, and they've won two straight, including the overtime thriller yesterday. Um, he was saying earlier in the season that the Dolphins were going to go on a winning streak. I guess it didn't happen the way he expected it, but they're on a winning streak now. Do you think that the Dolphins actually, is it buffoonery to think that they could do something, win some games, or they
Nah,
just
I still think it's over. I just think they playing hard. These last couple games. But I think it's still. think they need to. I think they need to blow it up. They basically really have blown it up. I mean, it's no Tyreek Hill. I mean, Tyreek Hill got injured, unfortunately. They just traded Jalen Phillips to the Eagles. I don't know why they did that, but everybody want to help the Eagles out.
right?
um, yeah, man. I just think they need a redo. I think they need a new culture. I think they need a new coach. Thinking a new culture needs to be set in Miami. But
hmm
nevertheless, they've been playing hard these last couple games, so shout out to them.
Right, right. Then lastly, bro, I know you had a chance to see what happened in Cleveland yesterday. Um, it felt like everybody and their mama turned to the game once they found out Shadur Sanders was starting in
Yeah.
that late second half after Dylan Gabriel got injured. Um, is there a cause for concern for Shador? Is it too early? Um, I know he was third string. I know he got put in randomly,
Hmm.
unexpected. Cleveland is obviously a nightmare for a quarterback. That win, Lake Erie. Um, is it an overreaction to think that Shador, um, perhaps, I don't know. Do you just think he need more time? Because he looked terrible yesterday.
No, honestly, I think Kevin Stefanski never really had no intentions on playing him,
Right.
and that
That's
and I think
exactly what I was thinking. He
and
wasn't
I
prepared.
yeah, and I think he's purposely not letting him run with the ones. I heard Cam Newton reference it today, saying that 10 years ago, even during his MVP season, even with any team, the second string quarterback, like he said, Ron Rivera told him one day, we're one play away from you not being available. As big as a star your quarterback can be, any player can be. One play away from that player not being available. So the next player has to be able, the second string, at least the second string player has to be, prepared. I'm not saying that he has to get half of the reps, but he has to get some reps with the ones. He just can't go into a week thinking that your quarterback is not going to get hurt. Any quarterback can get hurt. Any player can get hurt at any moment. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I don't really think he had any intentions on playing him at all this year. I just think Dylan Gabriel ended up getting a concussion, and it was just like, damn, we got to put him in. Go ahead and show us what you got. And he doesn't have no chemistry with these guys, and it showed. And it sucks for him to be in that situation because he's going to take it as he has to play better. And yeah, he does have to play better, but he has to be prepared as well and put in a situation to, what I'm saying, to succeed. And he's not being put in that situation to succeed like any other normal quarterback because of, his last name per se. So I mean, it's an unfortunate situation. I hate it. I hate it for the kid. He's not a bad kid. Doesn't cause any trouble. Just, plays ball, might celebrate a little bit, and pretty much stay out the way.
Right. Yeah, man. Um, I watched. I was glued to the TV, man. Immediately, as soon as I saw it, and I was
Man,
rooting for that kid so much. Um, Shout out to that defensive back for Baltimore because if he didn't get that hand on that ball, bro, that was a touchdown for
yeah,
Jerry Judy. That was a
for Jerry
touchdown for
Judy.
Jerry Judy in the corner,
Mm-hmm.
and we're probably talking about a whole different outcome here. But
They probably won the game. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And so I want to just see what happens next week, bro, as he now gets a chance to prepare for an actual game, have a week to prepare, etc. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm rooting for the kid. I know a lot of people are, man, and so I hope everything goes well with that kid. And so, but it was really really nice to see him on the field finally. I knew it was gonna happen eventually, and so that's why you always got to be prepared.
Yep.
Yeah. So, bro, college football playoff, man. I don't know if you had a chance to see all this madness that happened over the weekend. So, did you see what happened with Texas A&M, bro, in South Carolina?
Yeah. So, well, I seen two things in that game. So I seen the officer run into the guy from South Carolina receiver in the tunnel. But yeah, I seen the crazy comeback. They was up what 30? Was it
30 to
30
3.
to 3? Yeah. End up losing what 31 to 30, 32 to 30,
Yep.
31 to 30. Yeah, man, that's crazy. You know, it's been a crazy year in college football. It seems like that top five has been everybody in that top five has been losing except two teams,
Right.
Indiana and Ohio State.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's and we don't really have a. I guess you could say it's a couple Heisman favorites, but it's nobody really that they're really into, and I feel like it's because the beginning of the season, I think they were really pushing it on Arch Manning, but that didn't
Mm-hmm.
work out too well. So now it's kind of like up
Right.
in the air. But
Between the kid from Indiana, maybe he's
yeah, you
probably the
got
front
you
runner.
you have to,
The quarterback from Texas
uh,
A&M,
and the
the
quarterback from Ohio
linebacker,
State. Yeah,
right? The quarterback from Ohio State, and the linebacker from A&M.
yeah,
No, from Texas Tech. From
yeah,
Texas Tech. From
Texas
Texas
Tech.
Tech.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. And so, yeah, man.
There's been
Texas
some
lost
great
again.
games. Yep.
Alabama blew
I'm a
it.
loss. Yep.
Alabama,
Alabama.
yeah,
They can't beat
I know they
Oklahoma. Oklahoma got
they
their
can't
number.
beat
They one and
Oklahoma. They got
five
their number,
against
dog.
Oklahoma. Yeah.
2 years in a row. Fourth quarter,
Cra-
too.
Crazy.
You
And at
know,
home. Lost at home.
right? Bama had a chance to win that game twice. And you see Cully DeBoer, he was pissed off when the game was over because Alabama, the way they lost the game, you know.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt. That hurt. That's it. First of all, it's a conference loss. They lost at home. And that's their second loss this year. That's their second loss because they lost to
Yeah.
Florida State early. So
Hmm.
that's a more than likely they're gonna go to the playoff.
Right. They should still make it if
But
they take
they
care of business.
but they can't lose another game. They can't lose
Nope.
another game. Not at all.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't to be honest, outside of Ohio State got to handle business against Michigan. That's still a big rivalry game. They should,
Right.
but
Right.
they
Right.
still got to
Right.
handle business there. Um, and we're probably going to see Indiana and Ohio State play in the Big Ten championship. So those teams are definitely going to go to the playoff for sure. It's just one going to be the Big Ten champion, and the other probably won't be. But yeah, Texas A&M, they keep finding a way to get it done. Um, I will watch. To be honest, I will watch out for Notre Dame as well.
Right. Right. Right.
I
And
will
I'm
watch out
glad
for
that you
Notre Dame.
also, yeah, because Notre Dame last year,
They came out. They
I mean,
came silently, came and just kept
into the
winning.
playoff.
Yep.
Nobody expected them to do nothing.
And you
They
looked
went
up,
to the
they was in the
national
nat yeah,
championship.
for sure. Yep, they was in the natty and put
Yeah,
up a good
man.
fight. Yeah, so
Absolutely, they did, bro. Absolutely, they did. There was some classic games. I was still shocked to this day that they beat Penn State. I was persuaded they were not going to go to Death Valley and beat James Franklin. And that was a turning moment, unfortunately, for James Franklin at Penn State. Because if he would have went to the national championship, who knows what he could have argued, come
Yeah,
this current season. But the
yeah,
way
for
that they
sure.
lost that game, I know that pissed the higher ups that pissed them
Hmm.
off at Penn
Then
State
the way,
because
yep, then the way they
they
started
like
this year.
we right, they're like we blew that game, we blew that game.
Hmm.
But I also like the fact that you bring up Ohio State and Indiana, and we've been talking about this now for about 8 weeks on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast. That Ohio State Indiana collision course waiting to happen.
Yeah.
Take a rocket scientist to figure that one out. And so that one's going to likely happen in Indianapolis. And that'll be a great, great game to see. And it's going to be a dangerous game for Ohio State. You know why, bro? Because it's going to be in Indianapolis.
Hmm.
Yeah. But, if there's one team in the
But
country,
yeah.
there's one team in the country, Ohio State, I don't think they fit
But
this.
but to be honest, the way the college playoff is set up, they'll both still go to the college playoff. I guess
Oh,
it's just
absolutely.
I guess it's
Absolutely.
just whoever wins, they'll just get the bye. They'll just end up getting the bye week.
Exactly. I think they both get a bye regardless. They both going to get a
Yeah,
bye
yeah,
regardless, bro.
yeah. I
Because of their
mean,
strength
yeah,
of schedule. They
because of
both getting
their
a bye
strength of
regardless.
schedule, yeah, probably that, and because of their record for sure. And then
Exactly. They both undefeated.
if one of them lose to each other, then it'll just be like, well, they lost to. They'll probably end up being number one, number two anyway. If if
Exactly.
they win out.
Because I mean, who number three? I mean,
I
whoever
think it's
number three
Texas
probably
Tech.
lost.
I mean Texas A&M. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, right. It's Texas A&M, and then number four it was Alabama, but they
yeah, well,
lost.
it won't be.
And so now is it who was the fifth team? It was Texas Tech, I think. And so, or was it BYU? Oh, it was Georgia. And so, bro, Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, all undefeated, 1, 2, and 3. But at number
Hmm.
4 is Georgia, 5 Ole Miss, 6 Oregon, 7 Texas Tech, 8 Oklahoma, 9 Notre Dame, 10. And so Alabama, USC at number 16 look like they the team to get in. Texas, let me ask you this, bro. Do you think Texas blew it? Because now they 7-3 after losing two. Now they done lost
Yeah, I
obviously
think.
to a lot of big games, to a lot of good
Yeah, that's
teams. Tough
yeah,
schedule.
that's what they lost
But
to. Yeah, they had a very tough schedule. So they lost to Texas. I mean, they lost to Ohio State. They lost to Georgia.
mhm.
And damn, what was the other loss?
Who did they just lose?
Uh,
They just lost
they
to
lost
Georgia
a couple
Saturday,
weeks
right?
ago. They lost to Georgia, the Ohio State game, and they lost like a couple weeks ago. But they've been like kind of on the
Right.
road. Oh, Oklahoma. Was it Oklahoma? Was it Oklahoma game?
I think it was no. They beat Oklahoma. They beat
They beat
Oklahoma. They
Oklahoma.
beat Oklahoma.
Okay.
Let me go to their schedule, bro. Give me a second. And so, oh yeah, they lost to Ohio State 14-7. They lost to Florida. That one hurt.
Oh, okay. Okay, Florida. So right, they got two. They got two.
And Florida's three and
Two
seven.
SEC losses.
And so you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I
Right.
can hear
Florida's 3-7. So that loss hurt them for sure.
you. Yeah, yeah. And it's a conference
Hmm.
loss, so yeah. 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna be in
Right.
the SEC championship. So yeah,
Right.
it'll have to be
So
some
look like
major,
Arch Manning
a
gonna be
major
coming back
lose in a
next
row.
year. Right.
Oh yeah,
Look like
definitely.
Arch Manning. He need to come back next year.
All 4 years. All 4 years.
Right. His ass
And
don't
and
need to
it's
be
and
number
it's and you
one.
know what? It's nothing wrong with that. I'm pretty sure he ain't in a rush. Not saying that he rich or anything, but I'm pretty sure he not in a rush. He getting good NIL money, so well technically he is rich, but
Right.
getting good at NIL money, come from a good family. So I mean, there's no rush. I feel like in his situation, there's no rush. Just enjoy college,
Continue to develop your game.
develop your game, enjoy college, and maybe next year, maybe he turned into that star that we all thought.
Right. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And so, yeah, man. Right now, though, who's your favorite to win it all?
Come on now, we got to
Of
repeat.
course. Right.
We got to repeat.
Right.
But
Right.
I'll say Ohio State. But I would say, man, to be honest, I would say my dark horse. I want to see them play. I want to see how they play Ohio State or a team of their caliber. It's Indiana. I really want to see Indiana. Indiana could be, man, because they literally brought their whole team back. And the only two losses, like I said a couple weeks ago, they only lost to last year. They lost to Ohio State and Notre Dame. Those were the two. That was the national championship game last year.
Mm-hmm.
And so they just
Exactly.
picking back. They just picking up where they left off last year. So I don't know, man. They sound like they're a force to be reckoned with. And the way they just won against Penn State in the thriller. What was that last weekend? Not
Mm-hmm.
this past weekend, but the weekend before last.
Right.
Man, dude,
Mm-hmm.
that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Probably the catch of the year. Probably the catch of the year.
Oh, for me, it's easily the catch of the year. I
Yeah.
don't know how. I
Let
don't know how
somebody else.
he.
We got a month. Well, we got a month left. Yeah, we got a month and a half. So let somebody else have some crazy catch within this month and a half. Man, that's their catch of the year, bro. Easy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how that dude literally balanced his body to keep his
Both
body
both feet.
both feet.
Not one.
That was crazy. That
Nasty.
was
Just nasty.
absolutely crazy, man. And so yeah, bro, like you mentioned, Indiana Ohio State collision course, and we're gonna see how that game come out. That's gonna tell us a lot about which one, because one of them teams I think going to the national championship, one of them, likely Ohio State. But we got to see how they look against Indiana, because Indiana can run the ball in. They can run the ball
Yeah.
with their quarterback and their running backs. They are
Hmm.
superior. And so that offensive line gonna have a lot of first round picks. They're gonna have at least two, I promise you. They're gonna be shopping at Indiana and Ohio State for sure. Of course, they're gonna shop at the SEC too. But it's gonna be a lot of shopping, man, at Ohio State, and it's gonna be a few picks from Indiana too, dog, for real. And so,
Shout out to the Big Ten
interesting.
though, man. Shout out to the
Yeah,
Big Ten, man. You know, back in
the new
back
Big
in our
Ten, by
day.
the way, it ain't
Yeah.
just it ain't the normal Big Ten. Don't forget about
Hmm.
USC, Oregon,
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that.
Oregon, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Who would
Yeah,
have
it's got
thought
to
like
travel from
when we
Southern
played.
California to Urbana, Champaign.
Yeah, well, I think it was what it was Thursday, no, Friday night. I was watching Oregon. They was playing Minnesota, so Minnesota had to go all the way to Oregon, bro. Like that is nuts.
Right.
It's a good experience, but it's like, man, that's
I'm
crazy.
sure. I'm sure.
But I mean, they making all this money off these kids, and these kids making money. It's like, well, I mean, might as well. But just shout out to the Big Ten though. Just at one point when we played in our era, it was the Big Ten was kind of looked upon as we wasn't explosive up here. The SEC and everybody that played in the SEC and else from down south was fast. And now it's like, man, the best, in my opinion, is might be the Big Ten. It might be the best division,
Mm-hmm.
or arguably they equal, in my opinion.
Right.
Both top
Yeah.
heavy. Portal
Mm-hmm.
changed a lot, man.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
the conference realignment.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And so it's very interesting. And so lastly, bro, curious. The Bulls, they 6-6. Let's see, are they playing already, bro, in Denver?
Let's see.
Uh, yeah, game just started. They down 3-0, but I don't know if the Bulls win tonight. I believe in them more, but if they lose tonight, then I'm not believing. I'm going to be very pessimistic. But if they win tonight, I'm gonna be optimistic because they playing against, in my
Joker.
opinion, bro, um, you know, the best team outside of the second best team in the West, in my opinion, is Denver. Denver, man, I I knew they was gonna be the second best team when they got Tim Hardaway Jr. because he can score. He can score just like Jamal Murray. And that's a lot of offense they got in Denver, along with Jokic, obviously himself. And
Yep.
so it's a lot. The Bulls, on the other hand, man, blew the game last night against Utah. Shout out to Laurie Markkinen, former Bull. I don't know if you know, he put up 47 last night. What was it, 47 or 50? Um, Against the Bulls last night. It was incredible. They lost 150, 147. So the Bulls, they offense, bro, they can ride. They horses on that offensive side. Just wish
Yeah.
they was better defensively. They could score with anybody though, like real talk. They can put up a
Yeah.
lot of points.
Shout out to Giddy, man. Shout out to Giddy,
Shout
man. Been balling this year.
shout out to Giddy. Shout out to Giddy. And so they've been brought back to reality. And so tonight gonna tell us a lot about the Bulls, bro, for real. And
Nah,
so
definitely.
yeah, man. And so curious, bro. You got any final word? Anything, man? Any final thoughts, shout outs, any final word? It's your moment, bro. You got anything you want to say, dog?
Um, man, Jamar Chase, man. Jamar Chase tripping, bro.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, they
bro.
got
He tripping. And
yeah,
gonna lie
Jamar
to the
Chase tripping.
media. He
Media,
went to
yeah.
the media a lot.
Now he got phones, he got a million cameras, bro, and they can zoom. I can see a lot from this phone if I zoom in, bro.
Right,
So imagine somebody with a real camera, bro.
right.
Everybody in the stadium
That's
has a camera.
cool.
Somebody recorded it, yeah, bro. I mean, I understand, it's in the heat of the moment. Y'all probably talking, they have been probably battling all game, two competitors. I get it, but don't. First of all, you can't spit on them, on that national stage, man. You are a probably the most popular receiver in the game right now. Best receiver in the game right now. You can't you gotta control your emotions. And it's hard to control your emotions sometimes, in the heat of the moment. And now I know they're not having a good year. He might be having a good year statistically, but they're not winning, and it's frustrating. It's been like this, like the last 2 years. So I get it, but you gotta set that example. You gotta keep being that role model. These kids look up to you, man. These kids love you, man. Like you gotta keep the main thing the main thing. Hayden got suspended one game. He
Right.
about to miss out. He about to miss out on a $500,000. I was like, God damn. But getting suspended for one game and it being $500,000 is crazy.
I
I
know,
said,
right?
man, that's crazy. But gotta keep your composure, control your emotions, man. Gotta be a better example for these kids, man. All these kids around here grittying. They look up to Justin Jefferson and Jamon Chase and all you great receivers, man. Gotta keep the main thing, man. Stay focused. I ain't
Right.
telling you not to not to be be fiery. That comes with the game, man. You're a great competitor. You're just two competitors battling. Just gotta keep your composure.
Right.
But for him
But
to lie, then I seen it
right.
like a couple hours later. I'm like, come on, Jamar, really, bro? Because I watched him say, I ain't spit on him. Then a couple hours later, I see on my phone the spit clearly come out his mouth. I'm like, come on, Jamar, you just lied, bro. You know they was gonna find it. Now you
Right.
suspended, man, without pay. Come on, bro. You gotta do better than that, man.
Yeah, it was hilarious, man. When he lied, I started cracking up. I'm like, what? Like, bro, come on, bro.
Gotta do better, bro.
So, man, anywho, shout out to the Steelers. We got them next week, by the way.
Mm.
Um, yeah, man, we got them next week. But
When does A
I
Rod
think,
gonna play? I still got hurt yesterday.
right. If so, that'd be a gift for us, hopefully. But I mean, we lost the
Can't
goddamn it,
sleep.
Tarat. We can't sleep because we lost the who is the dude? The backup for Baltimore.
Oh,
Um,
Tyler Huntley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
We
still at
7-3. I feel
NFL.
like we should be 9-1. Ugh.
Still
But
at NFL. Still gotta come to play every
in the
week. These
NFL,
guys are
gonna
still
come
great
play
athletes.
every week.
Hmm.
Absolutely, man. They put in that work every day. And so still is this weekend. They got a lot of weapons in Pittsburgh too. So, they got that big ass tight end too, number 80. And I know this gonna be hard to tackle him.
Yeah,
Um,
boy.
man, big dude. And
Six
so,
eight, boy.
yeah, 6'8", damn to 300 some pounds. Good luck with that, man. And so, yeah, bro. Any final thoughts or shout outs, man? For me, I would say, and I'm gonna give you the last word. And shout out to we had a few people that checked in. Um, you know, I'm gonna do a different approach starting next week. I'm gonna be
Okay.
more interactive to get people more interactive with us, and that'll hopefully keep them around a little bit more during the
Yeah.
stream. And so that's what's just on my mind. But I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you rocking with the pod tonight, bro. So
Sure.
shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, though.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Man, everybody have a blessed week, man. Top of the week. Enjoy some Monday Night Football. I know the Raiders and the Cowboys on right now. Those cowgirls, as I like to call them. But yeah, enjoy some Monday Night Football. We got basketball on. The Bulls playing right now, playing Denver. I'm pretty sure there's other, NBA teams playing as well. Um,
Hmm.
Man, we at the end of football already, man. Already, it seems like
Yes.
football just started, bro.
Yeah. Second half. Second half.
Yeah, man, we got about, and bro, if you really think about it, it's what, the middle of November. It's almost Thanksgiving, so we got literally probably like 2 months, really a good 2 months. It's December, yeah, December and January. I mean, the Super Bowl is what, the week before my birthday, so that's what, the
Hmm.
beginning of February, but the national championship will be in the middle of January. So yeah, man, we literally got about 2.5 months
Hmm.
of
Right.
football. So that'll leave us basketball. We can enjoy that, and I hope we get some good sports, man. Everybody be safe around these holidays, man. Hopefully everybody get to the bag. Enjoy this
Hmm.
time. Enjoy this time with your family, man. That's what's important, man.
Right. And to piggyback on just everything you stated, enjoy, but also we got to continue to spread love, man. Shout out to Nashawn Wright, Bears cornerback, who, when he caught that interception, I don't know if you heard about the guy named Jim Beam.
Yeah,
He was
man.
that
Broke my
got killed
heart,
at
bro.
Laney College. Yeah.
I'm a big
Um,
Last Chance You fan, bro.
mm, yeah, man.
Yeah,
And
I was so
Deshaun
shocked
Wright,
to
he
hear
was
that.
mentored. He was mentored
Yep,
by him.
yep. He
And
played.
when
He
he
played. He played for him, and his brother played for him.
right, and he caught that interception like yesterday, and I don't know if you saw, he was emotional when he caught it,
Yeah,
and he dedicated the game ball to Beam, to Jim
yeah,
Beam, and
yeah,
so
man.
yeah, man,
R.I.P. R.I.P. to him, man. Blessings
yeah,
to his
RP to the
family.
man. They
Condolences.
arrested the man, by the way, whoever shot him.
Yeah, I seen.
Yeah, yeah. So rest in
Crazy.
peace to John Beam. And lastly, it's disgusting, man. But somebody broke into Shadur Sanders' home yesterday while he was, doing his debut. And so this
Oh wow,
racism in the United States just be killing me, bro. Like
that's
it be
crazy.
killing me. Like, that's just sad to hear. Kid can't
Yeah,
even debut a
live his
football
dream.
game.
Yeah, can't even live his
I
dream, bro.
mean, damn. Like,
The
and
devil
so
gonna
it's been
stay
taking
busy, man,
place.
behind the scenes, bro.
Absolutely, bro. And it's sad, man, because burglaries have been taking place. Luka Doncic had his career broken in, right? I think it was
Yep.
Travis Kelsey had his career broke in. If I remember, even Patrick Mahomes had his career broke in.
Yeah, that was probably about a year or two ago. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And so
Dan
it's
Dan
been
Campbell as well. Dan Campbell as well. I think last year sometime.
Joe Burrow
Crazy.
too.
Yep, Joe Burrow last year or this year. I think it was last year as well. Joe Burrow. Yep.
And that's not even to mention the NBA players.
Yeah, I think Christian Wood. Somebody just broke into his house. He had to really defend himself. I think he shot somebody. Former NBA player.
Damn.
Crazy.
Yeah, I remember Christian Wood played for the Mavericks.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Damn. It's crazy, bro. And so, like, stop the pettiness. Let the kid live his dream. Let the kid breathe. Let him be normal. And just let him live out his dream, like Ian stated, man. It's too much pettiness going on. Too many. The world is just going crazy, man. It's a lot. People just want to divorce people not for anything. Gold diggers out here taking people money. Uh,
Yeah.
it's just a lot happening in the world.
Hmm.
People just hating people because of their skin color. Politics dividing people. Government want to stay closed for years if they got to. If Donald Trump had it this way, they'd be closed for fucking years. Like in
Yeah.
order to get his. I mean, the world is just going crazy, and so spread love. It's enough hate, man.
Yep.
Support each other, man. Damn,
Yep.
like
Keep it positive. All positive
keep
vibes
it
only.
positive, man. Positive, support each other, build up each other. So many people, oh, this guy ain't popular, this guy won this and that. Like, man, fuck that. Support the
Yep.
person. Like, he never did nothing to you. Never.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
only thing he did was say hi to you. That's it. No, he wasn't this, he wasn't that. Oh. This is the world we live in. And so we need enough support. We got enough hate. And so that's what's just on my mind, and bro. That's my final thought, bro. Shout out to ones
I
that's been
feel it.
supporting, and the shout out to the ones that's been doing those type of things. They know
Yeah,
who
for
they are.
sure.
Yeah, bro. And so on that note, and bro, appreciate you, bro.
Yep.
Appreciate you, man. Tonight, man, it was a great conversation. I enjoyed the convo, bro, for real. And so remember that with
Always.
God, all things are possible, man. And with that being said, on behalf of the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, we would like to say thank you for tuning in with us this evening. Continue to chop it up with us and support our podcast on various platforms. And if you are, would love to talk sports with us on the Early Morning Sports Talk podcast, we are here and would love to do so with you. Your love support is truly appreciated. And we hope you all have a blessed and safe evening. Peace.
Peace.